We know it's 10 o'clock and warning, this video does contain spoilers. Squadron news at 9. Hello! Welcome to the podcast. And yeah, we're doing, well, Squadcast, episode 2. If you all like to take a seat. Is he gonna take a seat?
I would. Let's watch on TV. Even though it's not on.
Right.
I'm spoon for me.
I'm stuck on your leg. I'm
Reece,
stuck on your leg,
sit down.
bitch.
But yeah, we're doing another Squadcast. And yeah, who wants to go first? Topics? Me and Ben want to go first? Alright,
Not me.
Right, me and Ben will go first. So we're not just going to be doing games today, we're doing films, sports. What are you doing, Reece?
I'm doing Fallout 4.
Fallout 4, that's just what he wants to base it on, right? So shall we crack on with sports then, Ben?
Yeah, let's take it away.
Right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the upcoming games, Premier League, things like that. So who has Sunderland got in the next Premier League game, Ben?
Tomorrow we are facing Aston Villa, aren't we? Should be a strong clash.
Yep.
But not too optimistic. Hopefully a draw. Probably will lose, knowing it's Sunderland, but you know.
Yeah. So what do you who do you think is going to be the key player?
Key player has to be Defoe. He's the
Defoe,
only person
yeah,
that can.
Defoe's had a decent season so far.
He's the only person that can score.
Would you just like to sit down?
Yeah, stop being retarded.
Okay, I wanna have a drink.
But yeah, I think Defoe will do. I think Defoe will do alright. He is a decent player, to be fair. Like, I think Newcastle and Leicester both wanted him. Yeah, but he is getting older, especially at Tottenham. He was really good. But yeah.
Yeah, and he is getting older. He may be a bit too old next year. Not too much surface he's getting.
What
So,
were your
it's gonna
opinions
struggle
on Sunderland Exeter game? 6-3 on it. Thriller that one.
I mean, opinions. Well, you have to say, I thought that Dick Advocat did play a strong team, and to concede 3 goals against Exeter. I mean, I know we scored 6 against him, but to concede 3 goals against Exeter, you really want to be keeping a clean sheet. It's just embarrassing.
Yeah.
I know I'm not taking anything away from the win, but 3 goals against Exeter.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be a bit
I mean,
embarrassed
they're not the
about
quality. They're not the most quality team, are they?
that. They play quite a strong team.
Moving on to Newcastle though, we did just play Northampton Town and won that one 4-1. Goals coming from Janmaat and Thorven. It's hard to remember. Janmaat, Thorven, Ayose Perez, and I don't actually know. I think there's like Teode or something. Sorry, I don't know. Maybe it's Aaron's. Oh no, it was Williamson. How could I forget the Williamson? But yeah, we did win 4-1, and Northampton scored a penalty as well. But not really too challenging the way we did. Well, all of them possession-wise, stats-wise. I think I did play well, and getting a point against Man United last week was good as well. Boosted confidence in the team a bit. Don't know why I stood up there. But yeah, we're playing Arsenal in my next game tomorrow, kicking off at 1:15. And I think my opinion personally, why we're gonna go for a point, or we're gonna go for the win. Obviously I'd hope to get the win, but I think the key player is gonna be Chancellor Mbemba. Obviously solid centre back. He's been playing great in his last few games, and especially with Thorven in the team as well. Hopefully he does start. I think he boosts like the attacking play. I just think he'll do really well. But anyways, Ben, predictions, who's going to win the Premier League?
Well, for me, at the start, I always thought that Chelsea could do the impossible and win it 2 years in a row, but they've looked sloppy at the start. I mean, not very good. Cesar Mourinho taking his frustrations out of the mic, sticking his tongue out at John Terry. It's not the most professional thing to do. And I thought Man United they might be strong after spending nearly bloody 500 million, close to £500 million. Obviously they've won all like the first 2 or 3 games, but they've only scored twice and they've played poor opposition like Aston Villa. Tottenham, I thought they were very lucky to win against Tottenham, no own goal.
Yeah.
Obviously, last week Rooney's goal was ruled out. It was very unlucky to be ruled out, as everyone knows, so it was onside. Sunderland, they did dominate last week. I mean, they were getting dominated at the first half and for most of the second half. But from 60 minutes onwards, I thought we showed the burst of pace that Dick Advocaat brought at the end of last season. That kept up, which is very good. But will it be enough this year? We don't know. It's rumoured that he's going to leave.
Yeah.
And then that the chief executive Lee Congredon's not giving him any money. You mean he's bloody everyone else is shopping in like Asda and Costco, and we're just shopping in like bloody bargain bins.
Aldi. Anyways, I reckon Man City are gonna win it this year. Like, I know the top of the table at the moment. They've played 3. Goal difference 8 up and 9 points, so they've won every game and they're just on fire. I can see with Aguero still at his best, David Silva, Yaya Toure, people see getting a bit old, might have went into Barca, but I think he's going to stick, score goals, get assists, and especially with talks with Kevin De Bruyne from Wolfsburg, he like dominated the Bundesliga last year. For centre-attack midfielder, I believe he scored 15 plus goals and he got 20 assists, which is absolutely unbelievable. Another team who I think are looking strong at the moment are Crystal Palace. Obviously, Pardews give them lots of confidence. Obviously, I don't really think they're going to win, but signing Johan Kabay as well is a very good signing for him. And I just think they're going to probably get top 8, top 9. And, one more shot I'm surprised about is Arsenal. Like, I don't know what they've been up to. Like, I know they've got more than us, but 4 points from 3 games isn't too great for Arsenal, especially getting beat off West Ham, and they've got -1 goal difference. Don't see Arsenal having a good year, but I think they will pick it up a bit. Yeah, that's all I've really got to say about that.
And I would like to add that Man City, as Mitchell said, they do look very strong. They could win. Sunderland signed a new signing Oliver Tutonjevic on their loan. Will he be enough? I don't think so.
We've got Lens as well.
We were unlucky not to get the penalty. But yeah, just Sunderland look poor. Hopefully they can win against Aston Villa. Not too optimistic. I mean, the draw would be the best possible outfit, and just hopefully that Lee Congredon goes soon, and that we can push on and get good signings.
The last thing I've got to say about sport is, especially with Man United, that dominated Club Brugge in the Belgian league, in the Champions League, obviously the other day. I think they ended up winning about 6-7-1 on aggregate, which is a really good result, and I think that'll boost the confidence a bit. Who are you seeing for Champions League this year?
Me, I've got to either go with either Barca or, this might be a shock, I thought Chelsea did look strong, but either Barca, Real or Chelsea for me.
Yeah. And I know it is quite early in the competition, but I'm saying Barca as well. I think they're unbeatable, that front three, Neymar, Messi, Suarez. They did lose Pedro, Chelsea, but I think they're going to win it. Right, that's it for sport, I guess. Moving on, Reese or Joe?
Reese.
Okay, so obviously I'm not doing football or films or, you know, anything that isn't related to games, pretty much. But I'm talking about Fallout 4, which is going to be a game coming out. I'm not actually 100% sure. It's coming out November 10th this year. So yeah, pretty much. Apparently, it's going to be set in Boston, which is a little bit ironic. You know, Boston bombings, considering it's about a nuclear war.
Sleep.
But apparently there's actually going to be parts of England in the game, even though it's set in Boston.
That's good. Throw New York in there.
And apparently the game's going to start just before the bombs.
What were you saying, Reece?
Apparently the game is going to start like just before the bombs were dropped, which is a bit different because I'm pretty sure the last games didn't do that.
Yeah.
And apparently the character you play as will leave his or her home to take shelter in a vault in Vault 111,
A bank vault.
where they will awake 200 years later
Bloody hell.
to discover they are the sole survivor and that they haven't aged. And people are debating it that they think it's because they wanted somebody to survive the war, so they froze them in like those things, you know,
Like the froze Walt Disney.
yeah. But apparently the rest of the plot of the game is sort of in mystery, like nobody actually knows how the game is going to be set out or anything like that, and how you actually did survive for 200 years. But apparently websites are saying that you shouldn't expect to hear much more about the story before the game's launch, because apparently there won't be any more teasers released, because they want the whole game to be a surprise. So look out for Fallout 4 at November 10th. I think it's going to be a good game. Over to you, Joe.
Well, I'm going to talk about films that are going to come out in audio. So personally, I think that Ant-Man is going to be like a good film, because it's got great graphics, and the storyline looks like really good. Also, I think that We Are Friends will be really good as well, because I like music and it's got loads of modern technology in it. And
You like music and it's
Pixel-
got modern techno. That's good.
yeah, it is. It just makes sense.
Yeah, it just does.
And I've just seen Pixels, but I won't give you any
Yeah.
spoilers.
Yeah, I can't spoil it. I'll just put a disclaimer at the start.
Oh, okay. Well, pretty much the dwarf cheats,
It's a
and
plot twist.
he's a bit sly,
It's a-
and the win, obviously, because like it's a film for kids, obviously. But it's really good for like older people, because it's got older games in it, like Pac-Man and Snakes. So it'd be really good for like father and son time.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that they've animated it. Like Pac-Man was really good.
Yeah. The
They animated. Yeah.
like how they break into the blocks and stuff, and that you like burns through.
Yeah.
It's quite cool, isn't it?
Like it actually looks realistic.
Yeah.
Like to a point.
I like the bit at the end
Very
as well.
good.
Do you know where it's the Donkey Kong level where she's got to try and save her son?
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
good.
it's good.
Yeah, that it's very entertaining.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good end. And that fat guy gets that he fancies that person off what's that game?
The game.
The one with the swords. It's funny.
Yeah, the last one.
Oh.
Mhm.
And then
Well-
then the midget goes out with Serena Williams.
Kind of. What
But
do you think?
I didn't really understand why like the president is him,
Is Paul Blart
because
off Mortal?
because like at the start of the film it looked like it was a really like it was a really like not rich
Yeah.
this kind of thing, so I thought that was a bit weird.
But
That was it. Like.
what about Star Wars 7?
No, I think that like it's getting a bit old, but
Yeah.
like it does look a big step up.
Mhm.
But,
Like
like, the other
especially
ones.
with the handing it to Disney. Like I know Lucasfilm Productions are still all part of it, but I think Disney are gonna change it a little bit. Like obviously people are making jokes like, oh, you're gonna put Mickey Mouse in it and shit like that. But oh, sorry. But like yeah, I think they're gonna do a decent job. The trailer does look quite good. Especially
Yeah.
I know the game isn't made by Disney, but that looks good as well. But we talked about that last week. But yeah, I just think it looks like a good film. Release date 19th of December, I believe. So I'd
Well, I
recommend
think that
people go and see
Disney's
that.
done a good thing with it, Okay.
And
Well,
especially
seen both of
with the actors in it, like Han Solo and stuff,
Yeah.
is getting quite old now. So I believe he had was it a heart attack or something, or an illness, which is very. It's very lucky that he survived that, but he did manage to film Star Wars, and I think he's okay recovering now. So that is always good to hear.
Old
And,
actors are getting too old, I reckon.
yeah, but at least they've added new people.
Yeah.
Apparently there's speculations about Qui-Gon Jinn returning at like an old age, because like now he got burnt and stuff, like because he died.
Yeah.
Apparently people think that he's still alive. Reese is doing some stuff with the telly there. But what were you saying, Ben?
Sorry for that cutting the video.
What?
Sorry for
Sorry
that
about
cutting the video,
guys.
Right, anyways, what were you saying?
Right, anyways, what I was saying was I thought, what you are thinking about COD and Activision maybe remaking games to go on to the
That's very
next
good.
gen, like World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, like all the older CODs that are in 2D, maybe brought over to the 3D universe, especially World at War. I'm really looking forward to that because that's my favourite COD.
Yep. And yeah, I think that we're going to end it on that note. But yeah, we've been here at sunset now, so goodbye!
Ah!